Vinny, thank you very much for that. We'll sort of discuss this a little bit in detail with Vinny. We'll try and get an analyst as well, maybe a company in terms of what this means as we go along. But the first rates will come up on your screens in just a bit. And I think it's going to be slightly lower. So 0.16 lower on the Nifty, 26,644, 642. The Nifty Bank is down about 0.12, 53,424. The Sensex is down about a quarter. Mid-cap index is now flipping into the green, but it's not very much, it's not doing anything at all. Absolutely flat. And of course, you've got the Nifty heat map coming up on your screen. It's got more down than up and a few unchanged as well. Just finish the first 1 minute. Within the first 1 minute, 43 points lower on the Nifty. So once again, like Friday, it's neither here nor there. 24,640. Let's get down to stocks.
Okay, well, let's look at some of the names that are, active. Lever is down 3% already. Actually, even before I look at the others, let's look at Godrej Consumer. 8% down. You've got your, morning accident because of that extremely weak commentary that's come through. They're saying that sales are going to be flat. Beg your pardon. Volumes are going to be flat. Margins will be under pressure. There's competitive intensity. There's raw material inflation that's causing a churn. And a lot of their global businesses are also going through, reorganization of sorts in terms of the product mix, etc. So therefore, expecting it to be a tough quarter. 8.5% lower. And now coming back to the Nifty, the rub-off is playing out on the entire consumer space. Lever 3%, Britannia 1.5%, Tata Consumer 1%, Nestle 0.5%. So there you go, the overall FMCG space under a lot of pressure this morning. Aside of that, there's profit taking on autos, Eicher, M&M. These are early names on the way down. And then a lot of the big boys are also on the lower side of the screen, at least as of now. By big boys, I mean TCS, ICICI Bank, Infosys, even ITC for that matter. So lots of red on the screen. However, pulling up the upside, L&T about 1% higher over here. SBI Life, Bajaj Finance and HDFC Bank is trying to prevent a wider decline. And then you have some names like JSW Steel also contributing. Coal India slightly higher. But yeah, it's a bit of a challenging morning. And right now it's L&T and HDFC Bank to the rescue, really, because otherwise a large part of the market is under pressure. Nigel.
Well, the market likes CEAT's acquisition. They've done it around 1.1 times EV upon sales. But I'll tell you what, I think the margins are better on that business. We'll get to the management in just a bit. So that's why that stock is the stock of the morning on the upside, up close to around 6%. The other couple of names that are buzzing around, AB Money, we don't talk about the stock too often, but volumes are pretty decent for a couple of minutes. The stock is up close to around 13%, so keep an eye out on that one. ITI is another one that's done quite well. That's moving on rather decent volumes this morning, and that, in fact, is one of the top volume movers in trade. Easy Trip, they have done, some inorganic growth. They've done some fundraise as well, so the street likes that. The stock is higher, but keep in mind the stock has seen a sharp correction from the recent peak. Welspun Corp, that stock is another big mover today. It's up close to around 4%. In the current market scenario, that's one of the outperformers from the broader markets. Up 4% as we speak at a fresh 52-week high. We'll try to get the management in the next 1 hour or so to detail that order win, but the street clearly likes it, and that stock is flying away in trade. So a flattish start is what you'll have to see. The FMCG index is under pressure. You had investor meets at HUL as well as Colgate, and they didn't really indicate that, in fact, there was any big recovery on the ground. And now with Godrej Consumer coming in with their update ahead of their quarter 3 update, I think the street is a little bit nervous. So that's why that index is struggling. Prashant.
I like how you put it, Nigel. Update before the mid-quarter update,
yes.
Before the quarter result. So, update to the update. Anyway, but it is a reality check, right? Because, I think they have a real sense of how the third quarter has gone by. And we'll see. About the FMCG index is down about 1.3, 1.36 odd percent as we stand right now. So that is the overall sense. Maybe just look at the stocks within the space. So Godrej Consumer is down 8.5. HUL is down 3%. There is Marico, which is down 2.5.